Hello, my name is Martin, welcome to my channel. Here on this channel very often we talk about celebration of mundane, of daily life and how to photograph all these things which surround us and just to put in the list of photographers we talk about, this discussion cannot be complete if we don't talk about William Eggleston. William Eggleston was born in Memphis, Tennessee. His father was an engineer and his mother was the daughter of the prominent local judge. Eggleston's early photographic activity was greatly inspired by work of Robert Frank and by Henri Cartier-Bresson. At the beginning photographing in black and white, Eggleston began experimenting with color in 1965 when he started to develop his significant visual signature. William has produced many photography books, the most popular being William Eggleston's Guide from 1976. Eggleston has well received many awards for his over 6-decade-long career and has held exhibitions all around the world. William Eggleston is still active through Eggleston Artistic Trust, which is directed by his son Winston. And now, Free Lessons by William Eggleston. Shoot in color. Even though William Eggleston's Guide is often interpreted as the first solo exhibition of color photographs ever at the Museum of Modern Art in New York, which was after Elliot Porter and Ernest Haas, William is still to many father of color in artistic view of photography. William started his colorful adventure in 1965 when no one wanted to touch color film, which was for amateurs and family albums. The colorful view, amazing collaboration between colors, and finally, after so many black and white artists, we could feel Sunday afternoon sunset and its warmth. And that's it, what is it all about? True to the reality in its poetic simplicity. As we said in video about Harry Gruyard, color photography is there, is the world as we see it. Of course, that often this yellow car or red dress has absolutely nothing to say in our photograph, and is purely aesthetic, but the emotion, dynamics of the scene, true sense of light and its behavior in the photograph, that's something that black and white photography can't reproduce. Shoot people-less photographs. It sounds very contradictory to make photographs of things, not human beings. Photographing was and still is the way to encapsulate memories. Memories for us, our lives, family, or moments. But there is strangely something very powerful in what William Eggleston was pioneering. But what is interesting that the side of amazingly aesthetic photograph made by William is that how much we can actually learn about us in general, about people who appeared in that space and time, who passed through the diner and left glass on the table. His view is very personal, it takes you in. It's like you are the observer and there is no one else there. It brings great sense of calmness. It evoked that moments in our life when we stop for a second and just look at the light crossing the table through the dirty window and your mind don't think about anything. It just wonder. In photographing daily life it doesn't go any more boring than that, and yet we find it beautiful. Of course it is subjective, but everything is, so why not? Photographing the ugly and the uninteresting things of daily life is like we open new dimension of our potential. It's not like being fly on the wall in the busy street, it's like there is no fly on the wall or the street in the first place. It's invisible. It's as it almost didn't exist. Follow your guts, do it for yourself. This lesson has already appeared in our mini-series and is true for all the artists, but here in particular I feel very strong about it. In the time Eggleston was beginning, there was absolutely no space for color photography as something to be even mentioned as creative. Imagine your idol, and imagine now that you will meet him one day and he will tell you that your art is nothing more than BS. That's what happened to Will when he met Cartier-Bresson, his idol and hero. That must have been horrible to hear, but what is more interesting is that he didn't dislike his work because it was not good or anything. Actually, it was just the fact that it was in color and not black and white. The fact that he was one of the greatest masters of the photography to say that reassured me. Even the greatest could have different opinion, but that doesn't mean you should stop. But Will didn't just went against the odds lightly, he went all in. On top of his colorful view and art, He was photographing things and scenes that other people would consider unpleasant, uninteresting, too basic, or even ugly. With the work of William Eggleston, I have a feeling that it was not meant to be seen by as many eyes as it was. I feel like he has done it for his journal, for himself to be kept as a secret. His photography breathed zen-like calmness, observation of the world with colors blending together. He didn't want to recreate anything. He photographed the world as it is, things as they were just lying there after some encounter with a human. You enter the world where objects have a human experience, and William just photographed it. That was 3 lessons by William Eggleston. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and it has inspired you to go outside and capture the mundane and basic stuff which sometimes is going unnoticed. If you did like the video, please hit like, subscribe, and if you have any other photography you would like to see in our series, just put his name in comment down below. All the links related to William Eggleston and his work will be under video, and until next time, thank you very much and have a nice day.